and a three. Yes, sir. Mark Bing is going right at Simon Sandagon.
At the basket and one.
Two teams that battled to a memorable playoff series last season will battle it out in our main game dito sa Alonte Sports Arena. Ced Ablaza and the Batangas City Tandoy Rum Masters were on the losing end of that playoff series last season against the Carlo Lastimosa and Biñan Takjel Mega Wagi. It was a memorable series and it was played mostly in Batangas, but tonight it is Biñan's turn to host it, this time in the MPBL preseason invitational. Another great game in the cards here para sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Magandang gabi po mga kaliga, si Dev Tupas kasama si Juanito Gregorio, and magandang gabi po sa mga nanonood sa atin sa YouTube syempre. And Juanito, ang ganda ng laban na to, no? Two teams from the South Division na nagkataon na sila ang magkagrupo dito sa ating preseason invitation. It should be a good one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Maraming additions on the side of Batangas, so it's not the same team that Biñan went up against. Also, a few additions on the side of Biñan. So, you know, the competition will be high, but there are a lot of new faces. So I'm sure it will be an interesting game.
Oo, diretso tayo sa ating team standings muna because we have movement in our team standings. Caloocan jumping over Quezon in Group B after that win earlier. Very impressive win for the Batang Kangkalu. They're now 5-1 behind San Juan. Quezon has to play San Juan as well. No? Sa kabilang panig naman, Batangas and Biñan, number 2 and number 3. Quezon City is knocking on the door there at number 4. And, you know, alam natin na pag tabla itong Batangas and Quezon City will get the upper hand because of that winner over the other rules. So, it is still all to play for in Group A with the way things are going. No, medyo hindi pa natin alam dito. May Jensen din na in contention. Of course, the teams chasing the top 3 spots in route to the semifinals ng ating preseason invitation.
And that makes it all interesting, you know. Here in Group A, talagang labo-labo na. Quezon City actually upset Batangas. So, you know, it's gonna be very interesting how the rest of this league will fare.
Oo, no, Batangas, you know, you mentioned that loss to Quezon City. It happened in Bataan and ikaw nag-cover nito.
Yes.
And ang ating idol na si Pat Buena ay nagpakitang gilas, pero tingnan natin yung nangyari dito. No, 70-69 for Quezon City, and 3-point shooting was actually one of the weapons na ginamit ng Black Bulls to upset the Rum Masters.
You know, we're not gonna get tired talking about Pat Buena. He was one of the most crucial guys right there. Energy off the bat. Quezon City really overpowered itong Batangas, and Batangas really had them struggling in that close shots. You know, Jan Nermal was missing, Ced Ablaza was missing. So nung dulo, that struggle really led to Quezon City getting that win.
And Batangas, as we all know, no, in the preseason, they've actually been playing well. No, nakikita natin yung balance and yung newfound depth na kanilang lineup, no, maganda ang pinapakita. And you mentioned Jan Nermal, after a couple of player of the game performances, you know, struggled against Quezon City. Look at the struggle. It was a big-time struggle. 1 of 12 shooting para kay Jan Nermal. Finished with only 3 points.
You know, sabi nga ng isang coach, para daw may takip para daw sa team nila. And Jan Nermal was really one of the guys that struggled mightily in that last game. Close shots, layups, 3-pointers that were wide open. Everything was missing for Jan Nermal. So not really the best of ball games for Jan in their last game.
What's good for Jan Nermal is that he, you know, was the best player of the game in this building na last time Batangas played here, no? So Biñan naman ang pag-usapan natin because they played probably the most exciting game of the preseason. They lost to Abra, but this was a cliffhanger because it went into overtime before they fell short 73-70.
Yung bakbakan talaga kung bakbakan. This was a beautiful ball game. This was a ball game that we couldn't believe is in the preseason. But you know, you just look at the numbers. The team basketball was better for Abra, just a little bit more efficient on the scoring end. Biñan still finding those answers in terms of them being efficient in their field goal. So, you know, after that loss, a lot of learnings for Biñan. They are in home court in today's ball game, so we do know that they want to bounce back.
No, and one of the players who stood out in that ball game was Nick Cabanero. This was the first big test para kay Nick Caballero. Was matched up against the reigning MVP Dave Ildefonso in that ball game, and bakbakan sila ni Dave Ildefonso sa laro na yan.
Nick Caballero actually standing his ground. 36 minutes of play. We do know that Biñan did not get a lot of young guys, so getting Nick Caballero means there will be a lot of minutes played para kay Nick Caballero, and he did not fail. 15.6 rebounds, 2 assists, battling it against the defending champion. So very exciting times ahead para kay Nick.
And of course, Biñan and Batangas, they do have history, but it's the preseason, and we expect though that this could be much like a playoff game as we have seen during most of our games here. Let's go to Richard Campos for the starters.
Champions, Batangas City, Tanduay, Ram Masters. Guard number 1, Craniel Biloria. At forward number 5, Rin William Bing. Point guard number 10, CJ Isit. At forward number 17, Abdul Sawat. Center number 53, Sed Ablaza. The head coach is Cholo Villanueva. Assistant coaches, J.R. Aquino, Warren Carlo Capitan, John Mark Pio Arenas, and Jim Well Gikan. Assistant Team Manager Gilbert Alea, Team Manager Gina Labanza, LGU Partners Mayor Marvin Marino, and Congresswoman Beverly Di Macua. Team Honors Kyle Tan and Lucio Tan III. And now for your Biñan Tatak Gel Beast Motorcycle Tire Mega Wagi. At guard number 0, Pamboy Raimundo. At forward number 6, Jemar Waray Gimpayan. Starting at guard number 22, Carlo Lastimosa. Coming in at center number 31, the Komodo Dragon, Mike Mabulak. Small forward number 88, Kenny Rocacurba. Their head coach is Boyan Fernandez. His assistants are Gino Manansala, Gino Manuel, Eliasar Cabutotan, Captain Hook Matt Cardona, and J.R. Manansala. Team managers John Ray Canyola and Ruel Condo. LGU partner is Biñan City Mayor Jelalonte with Ruben Tan and Monjing Talisayon. Team honors Sajid Nuevo. Referees for this ball game are John Lester Arcega, Efren Nagaran,
CJ
and
Isit,
Sherwin
Craniel
Mina.
Viloria, Sed Ablaza, William Bing, and Abdul Sawat. Ang 5 para sa Batangas. Biñan naman as Pamboy Raimundo, Carlo Lastimosa, Mike Mabulak, Waray Himpayan, and Kenny Rocacurba. So only Mike Mabulak reintroducing himself to this rivalry. The newcomers to this rivalry, Abdul Sawat, William Bing, and Craniel Viloria. And we are underway. CJ Isit for Batangas, wearing white. Biñan wearing black. Isit sends it to Yambing. Well executed alley-oop there.
That is the offense of Coach Cholo. A lot of movement, a lot of reads. And what a start right away. An alley-oop pass coming from Isit going to Yambing.
Pamboy Raimundo. Blaza, I think, got a hand in that.
Plaza just a little too excited on that leak out, but watch this once again. Off the handoff, a quick back screen going to Rin William Bing. Late on the recovery, wide open on the alley-oop.
This is Pamboy Raimundo. Mabulak. He goes down low to Waray. The kick out. Carlo Lastimosa to beat the shot clock. No good. Pamboy gets it back, and they will recycle the offense here. Biñan. Raimundo gets it to Himpayan. Inside Mabulak. Blocked by Abdul, but there was contact.
Early on, they really want to try to go to that high-low play. Earlier, it was Mabulak to Himpayan, not successful. So now they try to reverse it. It's now Himpayan to Mabulak, and they fish for a foul this time around to try to get the first 2 points off the ball game.
And Mabulak misses the free throw. ManiPay is the digital wallet built for the community.
Finally on the board, it is Biñan. With the free throw is Mike Mabulak.
Two to one is the count. CJ gets it to Abdul. The handoff, Said, got it. Free throw line jumper para kay Said Ablaza.
So many options on the offense of Batangas. You know, this is going to be a slower ball game. They're going to go up against a lot of veterans dito sa Biñan. Against Quezon City, they were pressuring a lot. Very quick movement. So mas komportable itong Batangas sa ganitong slow game.
Mike Mabulak drive. Mabulak puts it in, 4-3.
There is a reason why when he was on the free agency list, quick to get him is Biñan. He really fits the system of Coach Boy and Fernandez.
Disantres to CJ Isit. Blaza tracks it down, takes the jumper, no good. Isit with a rebound. Oh, nice pass. Ablaza, masyado malakas ang layup. Mabulak on the move. Lastimosa. Himpayan. Raimundo is open. Roca Curva, 3, no.
Good ball movement coming from Biñan, but just better closeout coming from Batangas to force that miss.
Abdul. Cranial. No. Roca Curva was ready to run.
Probably a good foul. You know that when he gets a step ahead, hirap ng habulin itong si Kenny Roger Rocacurva.
Three is the count. Pamboy Raimundo. Binabantayan ni Rin William Bing. Raimundo lost the handle. Nearly a steal by Mabulak. Ablaza. Extra pass. Cranial. Medyo malalim yung dukot ni Cranial Viloria. And he draws the foul on Waray Himpayan.
I like the aggressiveness coming from Cranial Viloria. We saw him in his past teams. When he wants to turn it on, he really can score, but he's still trying to learn and be comfortable in the offense of Coach Cholo. But he got a few good shots in that last game against Quezon City, but hindi pa. Medyo malayo pa until he gets the full benefit of the offense of Coach Cholo.
Now, the Cranial Viloria Rizal Centro Mall version was the best one.
That's right.
Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. 2 for 2 for Cranial. Our officiating crew for tonight: John Lester Arcega, Efren Naganan, Sherwin Mina, and Brian Embalsada. Back-to-back turnovers for Biñan here.
Medyo mabagal ang pagbaba ni Pamboy Raimundo. He was looking for a gut man. There was no one available. So that back pass to and forth dito kay Kenny Roger was too slow for them to cross that basketball.
Abdul. Fade away from Abdul Sawat. Nothing there. Rebound di Carlo Lastimosa. Pamboy to Waray. Mabulak. Nag-aantay sa gitna. He gets the bounce.
Mabulak starting off good here. Getting 5 points early on. Not really the usual scorer para sa Biñan, but he is getting a lot of opportunities para dito.
Ablaza na libre sa 3. Pero malakas. Cranius save. Ends up with Abdul. Viloria again. Tapikan ng bola. It ends up with Mabulak. Pamboy to Carlo. Bump and the bucket from Carlo Lastimosa.
And the open break really is the strength of Carlo Lastimosa. Might not be in their numbers, but he knows how to fish for fouls. Gets the bump right there. Whistle able to get contact and float it up to get the 2 and the free throw.
And Carlo Lastimosa at the line. Set to drop. Eight to 6. Yambing 3, yes.
Red William Bain can really stretch the floor and also jump it for them. That's why he can offer a lot on the end of Batangas, not even needing to dribble that basketball.
This is a rejuvenated Rin William Bing after a struggle at Bataan last season. It's Carlo Lastimosa who rattles that 3 home.
Once again, it's the open break that Carlo Lastimosa was able to take advantage on. 4 versus 3, no one was closing out. He was able to get that 3 with comfort.
Abdul was looking for CJ Isit na agaw ni Rocacorva ahead to Carlo Lastimosa. Another 3. Fight for the rebound. It's a foul on Seda Blaza.
So heat check para dito kay Carlos Lastimosa. He was really feeling the rhythm after getting 5 straight points in the last minute. They're lucky the ball will go back on the side of Biñan.
John Hermal is in the game along with Ino Comboy. Lastimosa na libre si Waray Himpayan. Comboy got lost in the shuffle there.
It's communication on the switch. Even Coach Cholo is saying you have to switch. You have to talk. So, na-open itong isang tao sa ilalim.
Ino launches. Good line, but that doesn't work. Bola ng Biñan.
You know what I like about Coach Cholo? I mean, there's no panic in their team. They know it's a preseason. Marami talagang kailangan itrabaho. You know, a lot of coaches, pag hindi gumagana, talagang they already tend to panic even if it's a preseason. But Coach Cholo trusts his system that it will eventually work.
Another turnover for Mike Mabulak. Nermal. Sidestep move. Paborito ni John Nermal yan. That time, that doesn't work. Nermal comes away with a loose ball. Basket and 1.
He's bound for another breakout game. He's coming off a horrific ball game, 1 out of 12. But here on the second attempt, John Nermal already getting a field goal right away. All he needs is a little warming up. This guy is a bona fide scorer.
A real emotion there from John Nermal. Minsan ko lang nakikita si Toto.
May facial reaction.
Oh.
Parang hindi rin ako sanay.
Can't complete the 3-point play. Warren Bonifacio has entered the game together with Nick Caballero. Rocacorva. Rocacorva trying to finish. It was well defended. Comboy gets the pick from Nermal, launches the 3. Ochea with the offensive rebound. Back to Nermal. Blaza. Bonifacio is there. Nag-backdoor si Ochea, but pass was intercepted by Kenny Rocacorva. Offensive foul on Warren Bonifacio. Inantay talaga ni Ced Ablaza yung bangga. He was ready for it.
He read it well. He knew that Warren Bonifacio was gonna attack the lane. Inunahan niya agad sa pwesto itong si Warren Bonifacio. Went left, was there at the right place at the right time, and able to get that charge.
JJ Pido in the game for the first time. Pinalitan si Pamboy Raimundo. 13-11. Dexter Apinan. Bigay kay Nermal. Libre si Yambing sa gilid. Binalik na kay Comboy. Nermal fires a three. No. Caballero secures the rebound for Biñan.
The field goal struggles continue para dito kay Jan Nermal. He is 1 out of 6 early on in this ball game.
There's a foul on Jan Nermal. MJ Homo, homegrown player, coming in. Caballero at the line. Has had his share of struggles there as well. Mayor Jel Olonte, ang ating host dito sa Biñan. Maraming salamat. Boss Roel Condo. Split at the line para kay Nick Caballero. Jexter. Ochea. And in the Comboy asking for it against MJ Homo. That's a foul.
They really wanted. They knew that they have an advantage on that matchup.
Challenge agad si Coach Boyet. I thought there was a foul.
That's a good call. I think he hit him on the arm pag-iikot nitong si Wendell Combo. It's actually just them thinking that na nakataas, but most of the time, those hands are a little bit forward.
And we will be right back.
After the review, the challenge was unsuccessful.
Very successful challenge for Coach Boyet. Check out what happened here. Yun. That was an easy call for our officiating crew.
I don't think there was even challenge that though.
Yeah, and but also, again, if you're, I think it's something psychological as well, you know, with Coach Boyet, like a show of support para kay MJ Homo in his first season here with Biñan. Parang, sige, bibigay natin to. Like, it kind of feels like, you know, it's a confidence builder.
Yes, there's trust.
Oh, now, Warren Bonifacio was trying to avoid a 5-second call. Ooh. Comboy, 3, no. The one's a rebound. It's a foul.
It's going to be Warren Bonifacio.
That's number 2 on Warren.
A little bit of a push coming from Warren.
Second foul on Warren Bonifacio. At the line, 2, on
Ochea, former Defensive Player of the Year. Nasa linya ngayon. And William Bing has not taken a breather in this ball game yet.
That's right, 7 minutes and 50. I think all of the minutes here. Obviously, a lot more playing time compared to what he got in Bataan.
Yeah.
Medyo nabitin tayo on what he can offer. But there's also a lot of wings sa Bataan. There's Dante Baguio. There's a lot of the same position. So I'm sure he'll get a lot more burn here.
They break the press, Biñan. Como. Canaleta against Ochea. There's a switch now. Canaleta against Dermal. KG Canaleta.
Sabi pa niya kanina, medyo mahirap bumalik at mahirap magpa-kondisyon. Parang kondisyon naman. Si
parang
KG
wala-
Canaleta.
Parang wala namang problema. Apinan trying to finish with his left. Caballero with a rebound. Here comes Nick Caballero. No. Rebound. Apinan. Nandun si Pido. Comboy comes away with it. Bodies flying on the ground. Comboy with a floater.
A lot of bodies on the ground. There was a loose ball, but eventually numbers were on the side of the white. They were able to take advantage of that opportunity.
Canaleta. 23. Como.
It's going to be a pull down. Hey, home, it's going to be number 2.
Yeah, and they are over the limit as well.
They've also used their challenge, so it's not a challenge.
That's his second. Comboy knocks down the first free throw. 4 points already para kay Ino Comboy. There's that 5. 18-16, Batangas. Last touch to William Bing. Interesting, William Bing. Kala ko, tatapusin niya yung first quarter na hindi magpapahinga eh.
Narinig ka ni Coach Cholo.
Caballero to Pido. JJ. Trying to play that two-man game, but Bonifacio has some space. Misses the jumper, rebound to Donachea. Here comes John Hermal. John Hermal. At his usual self, parang nanggigigil si John eh.
Coming from last game's bad game.
Yeah, easy, wide open for 3. And that's a good sequence to end the first period para sa Batangas. They get a good look, just not converting on that one. CJ Isit, but you know, we always expect the games between these two teams to be close. And that has been, the theme has been established here in the first period.
Definitely. So good start coming from Batangas. Coach Boyet, nakapag-adjust agad. Nahanap agad yung mga butas. They were able to recover and get the lead back to end the first quarter. But it's going to be a tight matchup all throughout or all 4 quarters.
You are still watching the MPBL. After that very close loss against Quezon City, to my surprise, this is what Coach Cholo Villanueva mentioned. Rather than be down, it actually made me more excited. Sabi niya, alam mo Andrea, for the past 5 years, I have been working with the same guys. Ngayon na lang nabago yung komposisyon ng team ng Batangas, and for him, it's a good type of loss. Parang may nag-spark, a broken line that he needs to fix, and it thrills him as a coach. When you're being challenged, that's when you grow the most. And for him, he's not the type na pag may ginawa kang mali, you'll be dropped. Turuan, hindi palitan. Seeing your players learning, that's the greatest achievement as a coach. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat. Wow, what a block by Jexter Apinan. Thank you so much, Andrea. And, ito si Coach Cholo always, always sees a silver lining in everything.
Yes. There's a reason why he kept the same core for a lot of years, but age was just not on their side. So we needed a lot of fresh legs, a lot of new faces. But there's still a lot of the same guys, and his loyalty is really something to credit him for. So talagang this is something that's gonna get Batangas their culture, and very exciting times ahead dahil maraming bagong mukha para dito sa Batangas.
Well, yeah, two referees looking at each other. And Comboy tells Coach Cholo that it's out of bounds. It's last touch ni KG Canaleta. So we will be right back.
The review for the challenge was inconclusive and it has been nullified. We will stand on the call. Biñan basketball.
So it's an inconclusive challenge. Coach Cholo will retain the challenge, but the call will stand. Biñan basketball. Bam Lopez, who sparkled in that big deciding game win in Batangas in the playoffs. Caballero, what a spin. Oh! You gotta love it. Nick Caballero, favorite move.
That was a hard spin. Those were 3 white shirts, yet he found a way to get it through. That is so much skill coming from Nick.
Normal misses it completely. The teardrop is blocked. Back comes Biñan here. JJP to now with Warren Bonifacio. Caballero wants it against Normal. Nick. Fade away, it won't go. Dexter. Ino, oh, break the handoff. Apinan. It's a foul on Canaleta. Medyo na-challenge si Jex doon.
Late on the recovery right there off the spin. Inabulan ng kamay. Kaso ulo ang tinamaan ni KG.
First team foul. At the line with 2. Jester Aplinan.
Jexter at the line. And this is the free throw. ManiPay is the digital wallet built for the community. Maraming salamat. ManiPay. And download ManiPay and get verified.
Biñan
Lasco comes in para kay Canaleta. Lopez. JJP do. Bam Lopez. Now with Lasco. 8 seconds. Lasco drives left. Blocked by Normal.
Batangas is doing a great job of closing down on the inside. They've had a few blocks, one from Jexter earlier. It was only actually Nick Caballero that was able to cut through the middle. But all the other else, Batangas is doing a great job protecting the inside.
Bonifacio fires. Yes.
Can't do it from the inside, I'll do it from the outside. Warren Bonifacio showing that he can stretch the floor para sa Biñan.
20-19, Biñan has retaken the lead. Ino slips, recovers. Lasco is there. Ino will launch the three. Off the glass and in.
Not the best shot opportunities para kay Ino, but if it goes in, it goes in.
8 points off the bench para kay Ino Comboy. Has provided a spark here, partner. Caballero. Extra pass. Guido short. Gets his own miss. Nick will fire. It's off to the left.
That's still something that's not consistent on the game of Nick Caballero.
Isit. Comboy. Medyo mainit si Ino. Crossover. Ochea from the corner. No. Comboy, the tap. Jexter Apinan first to the loose ball. 5 seconds to shoot. Comboy. Jexter has to fire. No. And the clock will expire on Batangas.
Terrific stand on the defensive end para dito sa Biñan. They closed down any driving lane. There was good help side, and on the switch, they were able to challenge Jexter Apinan on the last 2 seconds. So a good stop coming from Biñan.
Mas gusto mo dapat sana, you know, you gotta be a bit more decisive.
Yes.
When you're in that situation, lalo na sa sitwasyon sa oras. 22-20. Good denial there from CJ Isip. There's a switch here. Bonifacio inside. Lasco. Nice improvisation there from Biñan.
That's what I like about the growth of the game of Warren Bonifacio. We know that he can score. He can score from a lot of places, but now he is actually a good threat in giving out those assists.
8 assists for Biñan, 3 for Batangas. Inside, Ochea with a finger roll.
4 points for Don Ochea, not the usual scorer para dito sa Batangas, but he can step up if needed para dito sa Masters.
Lasco. Lopez. Guido. 5 on the shot clock. Biñan, ball knocked away. Lasco with a recovery, no. Nick Caballero with a cleanup.
Nick Caballero staying active on the offensive rebound. Cannot get that basketball, but at least he got that opportunity para dito sa Biñan.
5 points for Nick Caballero. Ino. Comboy against Pido. Three-pointer again. 11 in the ball game para kay Ino Comboy. And it has taken him less than 10 minutes to get those 11 points.
And we saw him in Mindoro. Once he gets hot, tuloy-tuloy talaga itong si Ino Comboy. And so far, he really is feeling that rhythm here in the second quarter.
Pido for three. Can't answer.
They were daring him to shoot that three.
Nermal. Oh, what a pass. Or what is that a pass?
It's actually a tap going to Donachea. That was a block. So I don't know if that's going to count as a rebound para kay Donachea, but neithertheless, that's 2 points para sa Batangas.
And it's now a 29-24 lead para dito sa Rum Masters. Lopez blocked by Nermal. That's the second block of John Nermal.
Actually going to be blocked. Number 3.
Well, Caballero, it was a block by Caballero. Ending up with Ochea making a short stab. William Bing is back. First time in the ball game para kay King Importante. Said Ablaza also making his return. Caballero pulls up, fade away. Won't go, rebound, Ablaza.
Usually automatic para kay Nick Caballero, but there's too much space for him.
Comboy. Heat check para kay Ino Comboy. Carlo makes his return to the ball game. Yan, Caballero, pahinga muna. Luca Curva is also back on the floor. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Balik na yung original starting five itong Biñan. Foul on King Importante. Only the first team foul for Batangas.
Only Importante is not a starter here in today's ball game. Almost everybody's starters have returned.
Amboy, Mabulak, Lastimosa, free ball, no. Mabulak offensive rebound. Alright. Roca Curva, three-pointer, won't go, and King Importante completes the defensive possession. Ablaza, masyado malakas, tapikan ng bola, napunta kay Lastimosa. Roca Curva gets a running start, and when Kenny gets a running start, it's a huge advantage for Biñan. He draws the foul.
And actually, what Biñan really wants all the time, if you have talents like Carlo Lastimosa, Nick Caballero, or Kenny Curva, you want to run the floor as much as possible. And Kenny Curva fishing for a foul. There are 6 fast break points in today's ballgame. I haven't seen this guy in a long time. Mark Olayon will be playing.
Yeah, he's played a handful of games during the preseason. Medyo matagal din to si Mark Olayon na nawala. And Luca Curva, that's his first point of the ball game. Already has a couple of steals. Points, 2 for 2.
Usually averaging 9 points a ball game and 5 rebounds, so not the same scoring start para kay Kenny Curva. Oh, might have twisted his ankle. May natapakan na paa itong si Abdul Sawat.
Not a good sign here. By the way, partner, siyempre, journalist ako eh, di ba?
Yes, yes.
So, syempre, nag-investigate ako. Tingnan muna natin nangyari kay Abdul dito.
Oh, stepped on a teammate.
Yeah, travel. So, investigate ako. And syempre, may mga sources ako. Di ba? Sinabi ng source ko. Ano yung tungkol sa Orlan Mawar na sinabi mo,
Oh,
Coach Alex.
okay.
So, this relates to you.
Okay. Okay.
Sinabi
It's
sa
about
akin.
me. Okay.
Sinabi sa akin ng tao na Surin William Bing misses the three. Importante with the rebound. Reverse is good. Sabi sa akin. Confirm daw.
Okay.
Okay, confirm.
Okay.
So, alam mo kung hindi, ito na yung masasabi ko, hindi ka fake news.
You can call Orlan Juan Mar.
Ito na. Ito hindi fake news. Totoo to. Itong dukot. Naging importante. 31-26 is importante. Extends the lead to 5 para sa Batangas. Coach Saldi Rialubit, our head of operations, the Distritor Security Chief, and Central Commissioner Emerson Oreta. So, i-reveal ko na ba ang source ko?
Ayan. Actually, batiin mo na.
Batiin ko na, Coach RB Mangahas,
Ayan.
assistant coach of the San Juan Knights.
For sure he's watching. He is scouting for sure.
Oo.
Dito na, Coach. Sorry sa mga turnover ko, Coach. Dito na ako magsasorry on air.
Is that even allowed? Mabulak against Abdul. Medyo masikip dun sa ilalim. Pamboy, shot clock winding down. Lastimosa gets some space, fires short.
All of a sudden, Batangas is going on a 2-3 zone with a lot of length in this 5.
Absolutely. Mabulak fires, no rebound. Olayon, hindi ka mananalo. True ka kurba doon sa loose ball. Pamboy for 3. No. Ayaw pa rin. This time Batangas working extremely hard on that defensive possession. Finally, they get the reward.
They played a very lengthy 2-3 zone. You know, this is the 2-3 zone being used by Syracuse in the NCAA. They put in 5 lengthy guys para lahat daw nakaka-stretch, nakaka-close out. And that is what Coach Cholo is trying in this 5. Look at this 5. Your point guard is, I don't know if it's Importante or Abdul Sawat.
Or no, it's Olayon actually.
It's Olayon that's playing point guard. And Mark Olayon stands at about 6'3 and a half. So,
Ang dami mong pwedeng gawin. This is they can have so many looks sa kanilang lineup na kung
that's right.
naalala mo yung syempre naglalaro ka ng 2K dati eh. Ako kasi hindi na matagal na eh. Yung pag in-L1 na L2 mo lang, fast lineup.
Yes, yes. Tall
lineup.
Tall. This is exactly it. The versatility of this. You know, their 5 can play the 1, their 1 can play the 5. Pwede nila pagpalit-palitin itong ano. And they will be pressing up. Mini 1-2-2 press itong Batangas.
Hindi nga mini yan eh.
Ay, sorry. Tama. It's a 1-2-2 press.
It's a proper 1-2-2.
They drop down to a 2-3 zone.
Lastimosa against Importante. Carlo though toying with the zone there.
Might be lengthy, but if you have a skillful scorer like Carlo Lastimosa, then there will be no problem on your offense.
33-28, minute remaining. Oh, Yambing will be whistled for the offensive foul. Quick shoutout sa ating kaibigan na si Pong Olaires.
Uy,
Kailan naman
ball.
ito?
Yes.
And that is the drive running kay Carlo Lastimosa kanina. Galing din to, no?
Classic ball.
Now, Roca Curva with a recovery. They go back the other way.
Coach Cholo getting that basketball.
I thought Coach Cholo was going to shoot his patented mid-range
Jumper,
J.
yes, that's right. Yung pinag-usapan namin ni Coach Mike, they could not shoot any mid-range shot in their last game. Sabi namin baka panahon ng ipasok si Coach Cholo dun sa third and fourth quarter.
Pwede rin si Gene Alabanza
Yan,
for
tama.
energy. Boss Gene Alabanza, team manager ng Batangas. Abdul faces up, knocks it down.
Talk about mid-range, automatic. Pinakita ni Abdul, no, there's a new guy that can shoot the mid-range. Abdul Sawat getting that too.
35 to 28. Lastimosa takes it in, and Carlo Lastimosa.
First guy in double digits para dito sa Biñan.
When he's on, he's certainly on. Ito si Carlo Lastimosa, much like in last season's playoffs. Importante, trying to beat the buzzer, no good. Mabulak goes down. And he's holding on to his face there. And it was the quarter, or the half, of Ino Comboy. 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 triples as well, including that back shot. And even with the defense of JJ Pigo all over him, actually knocking down that 3. 35 to 30 at the end of the first half. We'll be right back. Halftime dito sa Alonte Sports Arena where the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters have a 35-30 lead against the Biñan Tatakgel Mega Wagi. It's a rematch of last season's South Division semifinals where Biñan actually prevailed in 3 games. But so far, Batangas with their new look roster with a 5-point lead, and Biñan with only 1 3-pointer made. Pero yung second chance scoring, if not for that second chance scoring, I believe, medyo malaki nitong lamang ng Batangas partner.
Oh, that's right. Wendell Comboy really controlled the game early. They controlled the pace. They were able to get a good lead, but nakakakuha ng offensive rebounds that give them second chance opportunities. Itong Biñan, which is keeping them alive in the ballgame. They're only down by 5, but they're not really playing a good game here in today's game in their home court. But, knowing Coach Boyet, knowing the rest of the coaching staff, I'm sure that a lot of adjustments will be done by this Biñan team for them to be able to go home with a victory here in their home court.
Well, at least not yet. So you can feel like Biñan can step it up a gear in the second half. Been an interesting game so far.
There was a warning on Batangas City. Number 53, Seda Blaza for unsportsmanlike behavior.
So warning on Seda Blaza for unsportsmanlike behavior. You remember na bumagsak ito si Mike Mabulak in the end of that first half. Tingnan natin yung nangyari dito.
Oh, there's a swing.
Yeah. Wow, he was lucky there was no unsportsmanlike foul called there. Because it was a contact above the shoulder.
That's right. But they're making them play the physicality.
Blaza inside. Oh, what a finish over Big Boy Hernandez.
That was so deep para dito kay Seda Blaza. Well defended by Big Boy, but just better offense on the side of Sed.
Seven-point lead. Pamboy goes up to the baseline. Binigay kay Curva. Lastimosa. Shot clock winding down. Rebound with CJ Isik. Isik. A handoff to Sed. Jumper. No. Kenyan Veloria gives up the foul on Mike Mabulak. Only the first team foul.
Biñan is trying to do something new in their offense. You gotta credit Coach Mike for noticing there's a lot of touch passing coming from Biñan. Quicker ball movement. It's still not natural on their end.
Ruka Corva can't finish on the finger roll. Here comes Abdul. We go to Cranial Veloria up against Pamboy Raimundo. Cranial with a getaway. We saw the advantage of Cranial on Pamboy on the low block. And pinuntahan nila agad yun.
A lot of shoulder movement coming from Cranial for him to blow by itong si Pamboy. He was able to get the foul there. So it's a good move coming from Cranial.
Veloria knocks down the free throw. And ManiPay is the digital wallet built for the community. Two for two for Cranial.
5 points in the ball game for Cranial Veloria.
A lot of pressure here being put on Batangas dito sa backcourt ng Biñan. Oh, 8-second violation again. Second time in the ball game, partner.
And the same personnel that actually got them that 8-second violation. It's both Pamboy and Kenny trying to cross the court. And it was both Rim William Bing and CJ Isit on that front line.
Seda Blaza gets away and lays it in. 6 points para kay Seda Blaza. And you always get a feeling na in this preseason na parang na-rejuvenate si Seda Blaza sa mga bago nilang kakampi. Carlo, what a finish. Carlo Lastimosa.
Carlos Simosa will always be attacking. 12 points already para kay Carlo. But the youth of and the fresh legs of Batangas is really seen in the way they move. You know, they're pressing up, they're trying to run the floor, they're attacking a lot. And I think this is what they needed in that semifinals matchup against Biñan
Last
season.
Carlo, the big boy, turns around. No, Mabulak. That ball is knocked away by Yambing. It will stay with Biñan.
There's no soft touch for big boy. That was a good drop pass going to him. There was space for him to get that shot off. Pero babalik ang bola para dito sa Biñan.
Libre si big boy. Sayang yun.
Nauna lang.
Look at the fight for position between Mabulak and Yambing. Double technical.
A lot of guys are getting eerie with Mike Mabulak. Earlier to Seda Blaza, now it's Rim William Bing. They don't like Mike.
Well, we like Mike.
Oh, we love Mike.
Look at this battle right here. Labas ang cuts ng mga fans. Alam mong, may lakas eh.
May force yung asking for possession doon.
Ito na nga sinasabi natin. Preseason
Pa lang. But the physicality, the intensity is very high in this preseason. Especially because there is history between these two. Iba yung pinagdaanan nila to get for Biñan to get in the finals. Once again, Mike Mabulak was trying to get possession on that high post. And then nag-lock yung arms, Rim William Bing. There was a swing on Rinwil. Wala namang tinamaan. Only the arm of Mike Mabulak. I don't know what the call will be here.
They're taking their time here.
Only a warning was given to Seda Blaza, so might that be enough as a warning as well para dito kay Rinwil, or was that the warning for anything extra after that?
Still, their officials still checking this one. Do we have a verdict here? Beauty pageant kasi ito, something that our colleague Andrea Indicia is very familiar with.
May question and answer ata sila.
Tapos hindi. Ito yung pag kinukompute ng mga judges
tama,
yung
tama.
ano.
Pero usually kasi may nangyayari sa gitna nun eh.
Between number 31, Michael Mabulak is first, and number 5, Rin William Bing is second. Upon review, unsportsmanlike foul on number 5, Rin William Bing for excessive hard contact.
Rin will get an unsportsmanlike.
Yes,
Third foul on Rin William Bing.
so it's a double foul and then an unsportsmanlike foul.
That's gonna be 2 fouls para dito kay Rin William Bing. So that's gonna be 3 automatically in a matter of a few seconds para kay Yambing.
So they called the double foul first. And so here was the double foul. Actually, yung senyas, double technical eh.
Then there was a swing.
Yun ang ano.
There's a swing down. I don't like Mike Mabulak locking his arms here. Yun lang. Nagmigay siyang free throw kay Mike Mabulak.
Warning the Batangas City for a rubber bench recorder.
Yung Batangas camp not happy at all.
They're clamoring for Mike Mabulak locking his arms. Personally, I don't see anything extra. He was just trying to get position on that high post. Pero sinasabi nila, ni-lockdown daw yung kamay ni Rin William Bing.
Mayor Jel Alonte, maraming salamat. Mayor Jel sa pag-host sa amin dito. Siyempre si Roel Pondo, ating kaibigan dyan. Ito na. Mabulak. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Big boy na ubusan sila ng oras. It seems like Biñan is just a little delayed with what they're trying to accomplish offensively. But you have to give credit to Batangas. The on-ball defense and the off-ball defense actually maganda eh.
And they've limited only 33 points in 3 quarters para dito sa Biñan. So really the length and the versatility of these Batangas players is a big advantage in today's ball game. Especially with Biñan not executing as quick as they should be.
They want to go to Carlo Lastimosa against Cranial Viloria. Ball knocked away by Cranial. 6 seconds, a shot clock on Biñan.
You see the Biñan defense, they're just clogging down on the lane. Everybody inside, they're forcing the cross-court pass.
Which gives them a lot of time to recover as well. Pamboy gets away and puts it in.
Good first step coming from Pamboy Raimundo. He saw that he had speed advantage against Rin William Bing, able to step through and able to get that float.
6 na lang ang lamang ng Batangas. Isit trying to get past big boy Cranial. The kick out. Medyo masikip. Viloria takes the 3. Masyado malakas. Rebound nakuha ni Abdul. Now Ablaza. Set. Layup is good. Wow.
There's a different step to Sed Plaza today. He has better foot speed. He is more aggressive in getting those baskets. Mukhang nadadala nga ng mga kabataan itong si Sed Plaza, and he has an extra step.
Oh, Lastimosa hangs in the air. Couple of misses there from Biñan from close range. 8-point game. Isit drives left. Mabulak whistled for the foul.
Obviously a foul on Mike Mabulak there. Got the head of CJ Isit.
Very difficult to defend CJ Isit going downhill.
Especially on the left. When he is attacking left, that is his comfort zone.
And Caballero is back on the floor. Carlo gets a breather. CJ Isit. That's the free throw. Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. 2 for 2 for CJ Isit. Former Mapua Cardinal.
Points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Always a Swiss Army knife para dito sa Batangas at Coach Cholo.
With the curva, they beat the press. Biñan. Raimundo. Matras muna. Mabulak providing the pick. That is an offensive foul on Mike Mabulak.
Mike Mabulak is just creating too much space that's unneeded. He's pushing, he's pulling. That's an obvious charge on Mike Mabulak.
That one was obvious though, but credit CJ Isit. This is such a smart player right here.
Good fight over para dito kay CJ Isit. He also knew that Mike Mabulak was eventually going to move. You know, sometimes it's also the fault of the ball handler moving when the screen is not set.
Yet.
Yes, it's not set yet. More than anything else, really, the defense of Batangas is making things hard for the offense of Biñan here in this quarter. They've only scored 5 points in total. Itong Biñan.
10-point game. Biñan already over the limit. Yambing. Ablaza. Extra pass. Abdul. Biñan holding their ground inside. Raimundo. Bomboy for 3. No. Cranial with a rebound.
Not a lot of movement on the offense of Biñan. The past few plays, not a lot of options.
Ablaza. Back out to Cranial. Cabanyero ang nakabantay. Or Cranial Veloria. Veloria. Travel. Extra step.
Good call by the referee. Lost his balance on the spin. Good defense by Nick Cabanyero. Standing his ground. Able to defend him one-on-one.
Hirap iusog dito ni Nick.
No, actually, I've never seen him this close. Ang built pala talaga to si Nick.
Tangke.
Ang tangke. You know, that's the perfect term. He is a tank that can move. He's a very mobile tank. For a wing guy, he really can use his body.
Kita mo yun?
On point yung pinag-uusapan natin. You know, usually when I get to cover him in college, it's a little far off. This close, he is built like a tank.
Sabi nga ni Andre Dorendos, 4 na rice daw yan. Grabe naman to si Andre. Grabe yung pag-booking niya kay Nick Cabanyero. Abdul with a hang time move.
Abdul Sawat earlier playing the guard position, now playing the 4 position. Talk about versatility. That is the perfect guy for you.
2-on-1 here. Biñan. Kenny Roca-Curva.
Warren Bonifacio, another beautiful assist. Touch passing coming from Biñan, and Warren Bonifacio is really playing that touch pass very well.
4 points now for Curva, but William Bing. 10 points para kay William Bing. Sort of reminds me of that William Bing All-Star season with Quezon City. I think even better here with Batangas. Roca-Curva gets some space, flips it up and in.
After a very cold first 5 minutes of the quarter, all of a sudden, we are having a barrage of shots from both sides of the court. And now offense is the name of the game for both sides.
Isit drives middle. Kick out. Veloria from the corner. That's a 3.
Cannot give that space if Cranial Veloria gets his rhythm off the 3. Not the quickest of releases, but if he's wide open, mataas ang percentage ni Cranial Veloria.
7 points now para kay Cranial. 2.5 minutes left to play. Roca-Curva. Atake sa gitna. One-hander, can't get the roll. Rebound ni Abdul. Quickly to Yambing. Yambing. Fouled by Waray Himpayan. Ang kumpiyansa ni William Bing nakikita natin dito with Batangas.
And we want to see that in William Bing. We know the capability, we know the talent. He was not used as well in Bataan. Hindi natin masyado nakita yung kanyang full capacity. But now, Coach Cholo appreciating what he can bring to the table, is giving him the green light to do what he does.
I thought Coach Cholo, of course, you know, may pagka-defensive oriented coach Cholo. I think he was, you know, yung na-attract siya dahil sa length ni William Bing at saka sa athleticism niya. But what's happening right now is Will, because of that You know, because of that opportunity that was given to him, he has repaid that trust. You know, with his great performances offensively as well. Let's go to Andrea.
Coach Boyet Fernandez told me that in this game, he is actually giving all the guys a chance to play. Well, basically, that's what the preseason is all about. With a lot of new guys in, gusto daw sana ng coaches na mabilis silang ma-incorporate. Maximum na daw yung 10 minutes each player. One more thing Coach Boyet noticed, the team has matured immensely, and with that, nadadala daw yung mga bago, especially the likes of Nick Caballero. Even Nick himself shared to me, being a growling tiger himself, another growling tiger in Renzo Subido along with the other vets has been pushing him to grow. They're developing a lot of things with Nick, especially becoming a point guard. In his words, ako yung rookie but I don't feel like a rookie sa pinaparamdam nila sa akin sa team. So Dalf, Juanito?
Thank you so much, Andrea. And while you were doing your report, a lot of things were happening. And the whistle, the call on the floor is in a sportsmanlike foul on Ino Comboy for excessive hard contact. There was a turnover. There's back-to-back baskets by J. Mark Malyari. Now, nasa linya siya ngayon. Two free throws was ball possession. Ooh. Contact to the chest.
Gotta be the magic bunot para dito sa Biñan. All of a sudden gets 4 points, gets a stop, gets the ball back to them. No, doesn't even need the warm-up. Itong si J. Mark Marilari, instant energy off the bench para dito sa Biñan.
Napaluin ni Kuya Ping yung si J. Mark pag nag-miss ng free throw.
Oh,
ayun Ayun, dalawang
hindi masaya si Kuya Ping. Dalawang tsinelas na yung lumabas. Kanina isa pa lang Kanina isa pa lang yung hawak Ngayon dalawang tsinelas na yung hawak.
Let's see if Biñan can close out the period with a run here. Both teams in penalty. Malyari raises pass to Caballero. Caballero stutter step blocked by Nermal up top. That's 3 blocks already para kay John Nermal.
No, he's playing a terrific help side this game. He is waiting for the players up top, waiting for the block shots.
Ochea follows up his own miss.
Don Ochea is playing a terrific offensive game. Don Ochea only averages 2 points a ball game, but today he gets 8.
Ganda, no?
I haven't seen this version of Don Ochea in a long time, looking for his baskets.
The rotation has been tight for Batangas, by the way. Could have been fouled there as well.
A bit of basket and a foul on Don Ochea. Very physical game for a preseason ball game. Pride is at stake for both of these squads.
Juan Bonifacio.
Juan Bonifacio. You know, we've seen him play a long time for Pasay. Now playing for Biñan. Looks a little bit heavier, ready for the physicality, the MPBL, but he has to be able to move in with the speed because a lot of young guys are coming in here in the league. We see the versatility and the way that this Batangas team is moving. So Juan Bonifacio has to be ready for a lot of different types of matchups.
Comboy, that's a tough shot. Waray with a rebound, quickly to Malyari. They can go for a 2-for-1 here, Biñan. Ochea staying in front of Caballero. Lasco with a recovery. Damian Lasco misses the layup. Rebound, Nermal, nabitawan ng bola. Malyari has it. J-Mark. Lasco from the corner. A 3, no. Homeboy gets a running start. Ino leaves it to Ochea, no. Apinan. They have time here. Batangas. Yambing shoots short. And that's a foul.
And they are in penalties. That's going to be 2 free throws on Gimpayan. A lot of action.
I don't think that was a good decision there. There was a lack of awareness on the clock
They
situation.
went too early. They went too early. If they knew, they could have gotten a better shot. Medyo nangigil si William Bing trying to swipe. That's why they called for a foul. That's the maturity he still needs. Yeah, he has to be able to check the clock. Number 2, when it's a miss, you have to play it clean. They give an opportunity to Waray Gimpayan, but he misses the first.
O'Neal Arim comes in with 3.7 seconds remaining in the third. Apinan looking for a teammate. It's Arim. Jexter. That will do it. 3 quarters down dito sa laban between Batangas and Biñan. It's been a hard-fought game so far here in our preseason invitational. Seth Ablaza looking rejuvenated. William Bing has come alive as well in this ball game. Cardo Lastimosa making his mark for Biñan. No surprise there. Daniel Viloria contributing as well for Batangas. The Tanduay Rum Masters are heading into the fourth period with an 11-point lead against the Biñan Mega Wagi. Mayor Jel Alonte and Ruel Condo. Ating mga kaibigan dito sa Biñan. Ako, alam mo yung wish ko by the end of the season, makita ka mahani shot ka na may katabi. Juanito.
Nako, kung ano, hindi niya ako mahuhuli. Hindi, yun na lang. Yun na lang, hindi niya ako mahuhuli.
Yun ang ano ko eh, yun ang dream ko talaga yun eh.
Yun ang hindi niya mahuhuli sa akin.
Alam ko, suportado ako ng mga kasama ko dito.
Nandiyan lang ako pumapalakpak sa
But
mga
yeah.
team.
Fourth quarter underway here in Biñan. Coach Sabi Realubit and Rudy Distrito. Bonifacio. Lasco back to Boni. Ball fake. 10 seconds to shoot. Lasco open. Sees a gap. Inatake niya pero nabitaw ng bola. Jexter, touch pass. Caballero with a hustle play. And that is off John Nermal. Bola mapupunta sa Biñan.
Both sides playing terrific defense here. What terrific stops coming from Batangas. No available driving lane, no available cutting lane. And on the other end, Biñan off the turnover, recovering quickly to get the stop back.
Lasco. Caballero from the corner. And Jexter Apinan with another rebound. And Jexter already. How many rebounds does he have? 9 rebounds in the ball game. 4 in the offensive end.
Only 1 point for Jexter, but you know, his role is always to get that board.
Homeboy free for 3.
The combo is not done. Might have not scored the third quarter, but that 11 in the first half, he still feels the rhythm. That's a good shot coming from Ino.
14 in the ball game para kay Ino Comboy off the bench. Waray Gimpayan has 7 points now in the ball game. 12 ang namang dito ng Batangas.
They finally get something to work on the offensive end.
Arim. Comboy. Masyado malakas. Rebound ni Ochea. Shot clock down to 2. Arim misses everything. Normal. They would run out of time, Batangas. Babalik sa Biñan ang bola.
Now, Batangas tried to set up their shooters in that last play. That was actually an open shot para ito Wendell Comboy. But on the next play after that offensive rebound, they were able to recover on the defensive end. That's a better stop coming from Biñan. They have not been consistent on the defensive end. But if they can make a lot of stops like that, then they have a chance to return in this basketball game.
Waray. That's a foul on Normal. That was clearly a foul.
They're going to the post a lot, Biñan, which is a good idea. They have a lot of good post presences. But they need a guy who can stretch out the floor and make the three for them to have a lot more successful attacks on the inside.
Malyari pulls up. No. Rebound Normal. John Normal attacks and is fouled by Malyari. Has not been a factor that much on the offensive end in this ball against John Normal. Pero he does have 3 blocks. Always a threat though.
Coming off a game where he scored 1 out of 12, only 3 points in that last game. The game prior to that, he had 20 points and 10 rebounds, looking unstoppable. The game after, he was 1 out of 12. Today in this game, he is only 1 out of 6.
He's in a bit of a slump here. Ito si John Normal.
Medyo nasa extremes itong si John. Scored 30, scored 20.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
And
The struggles continue.
And then the struggle now on this end. But, oh, that's obvious. Waray Gimpayan. It's an extension and not needed because it was their ball. But that's right in front of the referee. And there will be a review here on what happened on Waray Gimpayan, but obviously there was something more than basketball.
Yeah.
Coach Boyd obviously not happy. The ball is on their end. Choosing to play with his emotions.
Commissioner Emer Oreta. Tingnan natin nangyari dito. No.
Not the fears of ankles there.
Oo. Ito, mas clear dito. So, hinawakan ni Jexter.
Oh,
Ayun,
there.
At the left
Elbow.
elbow to...
Actually, a little bit of a combo. There was a right elbow, and then a few steps after, there was a left elbow. Oh. No. Surprising. No unsportsmanlike foul on Jamer Gimpayan, but obviously an elbow was given there.
But nonetheless, it's a turnover.
And that is what Coach Boyan was actually mad about. They had the basketball, they had a chance to cut the lead, but a turnover is something you would not want in this part of the ball game.
Comboy 6 seconds to work with. Comboy against Malyari. Comboy for 3. Bulak secures the rebound. Malyari on the move. Bonifacio. Now Caballero. Nick gets it back. Caballero with some space. And Biñan looking out of sync right now.
That is what I was saying in the past plays. They need a shooter who can stretch out the floor for them to get a lot more opportunities on the inside. What Batangas is doing, they're clogging on the inside. It's an easier task for them to close down on the post.
Pinan back out to Nermal. That's a travel on Jex.
Lost footing there, wanted to drive the ball, but also was checking on if there was an option on the corner. So medyo nalito na yung paa ni Jexter.
Interesting lineup here. Lastimosa comes in for the point guard Malyari. It might be Nick Caballero who will run the point here for Biñan.
A lot of attacking options for Biñan right here.
Lastimosa trying to work on combo in the low block. Taken away by Nermal. Batangas with numbers. Nermal just can't get a basket right now. Ito si John Nermal, but he's doing everything else well.
That's right. That's right. He's playing terrific defense. That's a good attack. He's playing a terrific help side. 3 blocks in this ball game. But when it comes to getting a basket, parang may takip para dito kay John Nermal.
MoneyPay is the digital wallet for the community. My goodness.
We're not used to seeing him this cold. It's now a cold streak para dito kay John Nermal. May panggigigil na rin eh.
Just sort of gets into your head. Wow. 0 for 5 at the free throw line. Pinan. But he's trying to make it up for his work on the defensive end. Look at the hustle play from John Nermal. He forces the turnover.
That's the reason why he is still inside the court. Might not be able to get buckets, but his hustle, his heart, the way he's putting his body there on a preseason ball game. The ball will return to Batangas.
Homeboy got it. That's a big one to make it 15.
We were watching the game of Australia last Sunday. The shooters that the guards are, whenever they see an opening, they have to make the 3. That is exactly what Ino Comboy does. Sees a little opening, gets his footing right away, squared, balanced, takes the 3, makes the 3, extends the lead to 15.
Off the bench, Ino Comboy with 17 points, 3 rebounds on, including 4 triples. Oh, Anito, it's been that type of ball game para kay Ino Comboy. It seems like his confidence is really at its peak right now.
He likes his role. He is going to play the same role. He's going to play that point guard position. But Coach Cholo is actually giving him the green light to take those shots. You know, I think he will be taking on the same role that Levy Hernandez had whenever he's open, whenever they needed a 3. So he is a younger version of Levy here, but will be playing that point guard position.
Mabulak trying to go at John Herman there.
John Hernandez, third foul, second team foul.
Second team foul. Mabulak lost the handle. It will stay with Biñan with 12 seconds in their shot clock. And 5.5 minutes remaining.
12 seconds on the shot clock.
Very slow on the offense here. Only 2 points in the last 5 minutes. Para dito sa Biñan, nothing is happening on their offense. And the struggles continue para dito sa Biñan.
Dexter Apinan, we have not seen Seda Blaza back yet since the third period. O'Neal na rim. Comboy. Nice drop off. Don Ochea will finish.
That is the problem. Everybody is looking at Ino Comboy. Is he going to shoot? Is he going to drive? All eyes on Ino. Someone was cutting on the corner, wide open on the drop.
That's a foul on Dexter Apinan. Batangas for their third team foul. Biñan already over the limit, but Ino Comboy beating his man off the bounce. Nice movement without the ball galing kay Don Ochea, who's got 10 points now.
I'm loving the way Don Ochea is playing today. We always talk about his defense. Today, he is in double digits in scoring para dito sa Batangas.
Kurva. Turnover again.
They only scored 2 points here in the whole fourth quarter. Coach Boy not happy with the way they are executing. But of course, you also have to credit the defense of Batangas. It has been on point.
Comboy for 3. That one was halfway in, partner.
No, Batangas was ready to explode. They were ready for him to have a heat check.
Don Ochea flying in for that rebound.
The outside shooting has been atrocious para dito sa Biñan. 1 out of 17 coming from the outside, and that is a problem that they have to be able to answer on come our regular season.
Normal finally. And parang natanggalan ng tinik ng buong team.
Ngayon lang ako nakita ng standing ovation on a jump shot.
On a jump shot, on a player that has scored already, but
You see, there are cheers coming from the teammates, coming from the fans, from behind, coming from the coaching staff. Binigyan siya ng standing ovation. Tuwang-tuwa para sa jump shot.
Ambuluto comes in for Dexter Apinan. I think Dexter's night is done. Said Ablaza's night is done. Parang nabuhayan din kahit si Jack, no?
Yes, yes. There's a different energy to this team, obviously. It's still a lot of the same players, but there's a different feel, there's a different energy, and you like the positivity. Parang may radiate sila ng something new.
Just a minor speed bump yung pagkatalo na yan against Quezon City. Ochea mixing it up underneath. Travel.
Everybody reacting on that side. Like call.
Poy Aktub.
Might need some energy today. Might bring in some running, probably a few dunks. Let's see if Poy Aktub can change things.
Hindi matutuwa si Coach Solo niyan pag ibig sabihin wala depensa. Poy. Turnover. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Narin, napahirapan ni Poy. That's a foul on Pamboy Raimundo.
They're trying to get John Normal off of his slump. They're putting him on the post, single coverage. They're gonna try to go him one-on-one. Lalo na pag mas maliit yung depensa ni John Normal. And siguro it's their way of saying maybe it's time for you to get out of your slump.
That's what good teams do, good teammates do. So John Normal, he's been spectacular here in the preseason, except for the last 2 games offensively.
Which is weird to say.
Yeah.
Because from all of the teams that he has played for, from Bacoor to Pampanga.
Bacolod pa, may Bacolod.
Bacolod,
pa.
okay.
May Bulacan pa yan. But again, it's always a battle with confidence, no? But what you need, once you see the ball go to the hoop,
Yes.
you're on your way.
Yeah.
Buluto and Hernandez, absolutely needless at this point.
The game has been physical.
Absolutely needless at this point, okay? Three minutes remaining. All over but the final score here, 21-point lead para dito sa Batangas. Aktub will fly, short rebound, Ochea. Binigay kay Normal. John. Kuha pa siya ng foul and it's back to the free throw line for John Normal.
John Normal now getting a little bit more aggressive. They're keeping him on the floor. I see Coach Cholo really cheering him up.
Yeah, I think papasok kasi Ulayon for him in the next dead ball.
Gonna be fan favorite.
Jonah Jacob is in.
Now at this point, you can try any guy just for you to get a glimpse of energy. It's not been a good fourth quarter. Only 2 points para dito sa Biñan. So maybe Jonah Jacob can get them a few buckets here in the fourth.
Big boy with a rebound. Look at Normal defend against Malyari. Ako, ikot si Jadon. Pag nagmimintis ka pala, nagdidepensa ka. MJ Homo. Struggles continue for Biñan.
Taga-Bacolod ba yan si Jan?
Oo.
At taga-Bacolod din si Jan.
Taga-Negros yan.
Taga-Negros, okay.
Normal, touch pass. Here's Normal. He'll try to finish. No good. Ang Buluto. Tinapos sa kabila.
That was a hard shot. That was a hard shot. You know, that was already terrific defense. 3 black shirts. But he was still able to get it in.
Sabi ni Donald Jeff, foul. Okay na. Baka mag-escalate pa eh. 15-2 here in the fourth. Batangas outscoring Biñan. Let's see if MJ Homo can change that. Still nothing there.
Yeah, so only 2 points in the fourth quarter para sa Biñan. The struggle has been real.
Make that 3 points in the period for Biñan. So that is their first basket since the 8:21 mark. So it was a 7-minute drought.
Right.
They have to be careful here, Big Boy and Buluto. And hopefully they're just
Toying
joking around.
Yeah.
Well, Buluto can afford to smile with the score that we have right now. Poy Aktub. puts it in.
Finally getting a bucket. He's been trying to jump over everybody, but it's really the length of any defender of Batangas that's making things hard para dito kay Poy Poy.
Grospe. Oliva. Will drive. Nakawala. No. Arim with a stick back.
Oh, Oliva has that speed. You've seen him do that.
Back to Boguelo.
Not even defending already on that. No need.
Yeah. This is a big win for Batangas. A big bounce back win after that upset that they suffered at the hands of Quezon City. Should put them firmly in the driver's seat. Oh, Jacob almost got that one to go in, and Big Boy scores +1.
Gotta be honest, I like the energy Jonah is putting in. He got a tap against Grospe earlier. Now he's getting the offensive rebound. Ito yung kinulang ng Biñan in the fourth quarter. The heart that you can put in. But they're just
You're
trying
amazing, partner. I
just
love
trying,
it.
Just trying
I love
to get him
I love it.
his confidence going. But you know, he has an opportunity and he's taking the opportunity.
Gusto ko yung energy mo, partner. Grabe. You know what? It's been, I think, 2-3 years since you haven't
That's
worked.
right, that's right. I actually missed this. When I saw the name that we were gonna work together, I was excited. I was excited.
Arim for 3. No. Looks like Jacob will get a basket here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And that's how we'll finish dito sa Alonte Sports Arena. Batangas will pick up the win. And Jonah Jacob gets his first basket of the preseason. But what a masterful performance for Batangas. It was the basket from Jonah Jacob. Had to keep his poise. Kailangan focus ka. Kasi pwedeng magpintis sa layup na yun. Now, Ino Comboy is our best player of the game. A spectacular performance from Ino with his outside shooting. Comboy really was in rhythm in this ball game. Whether it was a catch and shoot or off the bounce, walang problema kay Ino Comboy.
No, anything that he does in this game, it was a good decision. Either off the dribble, off the catch, off the bounce. Well deserving of the play of the game honors is Ino Comboy.
74-58, Batangas bouncing back at the expense of Biñan. Let's go to Andrea.
Maraming salamat, Sadel. First of all, Ino, congratulations. Ino, you are capable of doing a lot of things para sa iyong team. Napakaganda ng pinakita mo ngayong gabi. Pero yung unpredictability mo, yun talaga yung that makes you deadly in this game.
Una-una sa lahat, nagpapasalamat ako kay Lord sa panalo at sa safety sa court. Talagang yun yung focus ko ngayong preseason to improve talaga on a lot of things, especially on defense and to facilitate sa team namin, and especially binibigyan ako ng role ni Coach Cholo na maging point guard. So bagong role, so kailangan lang i-accept and try lang ng try. Yun na.
And coming from a very close loss last game, yun ba yung nag-propel sa team para napakaganda yung inilaro nyo ngayong gabi?
Talagang yun yung madami kami natutunan sa QC. Sobrang excited pa kami sa dadating ng mga games namin this preseason. Talagang nakatulong sa amin as a new team, lumabas yung mga negative sides namin na dapat pa namin i-work on.
And for sure, yung inyong fans, excited na rin silang makita pa ulit kayo in the coming games. Meron ka ba mga gustong batiin o pasalamatan? Go ahead.
Una-una, papasalamat ako kay Lord, and binabati ko yung girlfriend ko, si Ces, family ko sa San Mateo, sila Papa, Mama, Ate Heart, tsaka si JB. And shoutout din sa mga boss po namin na si Lucio Tan III, Kyle Tan, Mayor Marvy Marino, Congresswoman Beverly Di Macua, Gary Ong, and Benny Antonio. And shoutout kay Brother Neil, tsaka kay Bienes and Axel Inigo.
Thank you so much. Once again, that was Ino Comboy, our best player of the game. Back to you, Sadelf and Juanito.
Thanks so much, Andrea. And congratulations kay Ino Comboy. Our games tomorrow, Marikina tayo ulit. Quezon City against Bataan, Sarangani against Mindoro, Bacolod against Gensan. Yan po yung schedule natin dun sa Marikina Sports Center starting at 3 p.m. For my partner, Juanito Gregorio, courtside reporter, Andrea Indicio. Ito po si Del Tupa saying good night from Biñan.